The next station is Shibuya.
You pull your hair on a backslid. You know I like it like that. The other girls in the backseat, me in the front 'cause I'm bad. And it feels like the prom. That's so nervous, so I got a little drunk. And they're waiting for us. Hey, you, jumping on Cadillacs. Here's to the best that we'll ever have. Everyone's watching when we're walking in. Hey, but they don't
幾難掉下喎。99.99%。哦，得啦得啦，快啲好好好好好好好好。哦，得啦得啦得啦得啦得啦得啦得啦，哦，好細隻。得。都唔食得，後邊食得。Tempura。搞咩？姐姐識㗎？姐姐識喎，係
美味しい美味しい美味しい。
edition 喎呢個。Gucci 啊，呢個得意啊呢個。
Their series，我看好看。The chicken steak is their series。
哦。
我打。
好得意啊！
Figure。
好大嘅。
그거 라멘. 빨간색. 이거 다는 어디야?
Cái phải thật đồ. Over there?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
食べたら
โอ้ It's not bad
not bad not good
Wilkinson Wilkinson おー、おいしいおいしい